So despite the fact that today's video is going to be based around me trashing on the brand new Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition, Trilogy, whatever you want to call it, I want to mention that I actually haven't even played it, and I haven't even actually played a Grand Theft Auto game in general in like a year to 2 years now. It's just been a very long time since I've ever even touched Grand Theft Auto, with the last experience I think I've ever had being on the Xbox One, when, you know, I was just vibing around playing with some of the old friends who I don't even know what they're up to today. But in today's video, we'll be talking about the things I have seen online, including very interesting situations and bugs, such as this one. And now that you've seen that, you may be wondering, what did I just watch? Well, if you play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Definitive Edition on the PlayStation 5 while using first-person mode and driving a quad bike, you get very cursed results such as that one you had just seen. And this isn't just one of the only, you know, bugs, glitches, whatever it might be when it comes to this Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition, as there's so many different things, such as the images you're just gonna see scrolling through on screen right now. That's right, there is a lot of interesting situations going down in the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition universe, to the point where the game's actually unplayable. Like, literally. If you have it on PC, you can't play the game. I don't know about consoles, how their situation's going, but I know on PC as of right now, they simply restricted anyone from playing the game. And you may be like, wait, what? You mean to tell me because of bugs, because of these weird scuffed situations, that they've decided just to make it so you can't play the game at all? No, it's not actually because of the bugs, believe it or not. It's not because of how scuffed the game looks. Instead, it's because they basically left the original game code, the original game files and everything else just there. Anyone can view it, anyone can look at it, and one of the most important things that they accidentally, or purposely, who even knows anymore, left in the game was the hot coffee mod. And now you may be sitting there, and if you haven't heard about the situation, you may be wondering, hot coffee mod, hot coffee, why that doesn't, how is that such a big issue that they had to take down the entire game? Well, the hot coffee mod was a actual controversy, and in the original 2004 release of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, they had a version of this, like, minigame mod, whatever you want to call it, in the game files, and through modding and actually patching this in, you were able to play the hot coffee minigame. And simply put, close your ears if you're young here, the hot coffee minigame is a sex minigame that Rockstar had actually worked on, developed for San Andreas, and then eventually cut and just never removed from the files. And now you may be like, oh, so a minigame you can't even access that was in the original one that you couldn't access then is in the game files again, but why is that such a big situation that they had to take it down? Well, the reason why is because last time this happened, back in 2004 or whatever, when it got uncovered that this sex minigame was in the files, it ended up costing Take-Two more than $20 million in legal costs. So maybe they were just like, oh crap, we are not paying legal fees again, we don't want to go down this route again, so let's just completely vault the game from everyone until, you know, we have a fix out there with the proper files, when in reality it's just them removing, you know, the original code from the game and just having their remastered definitive edition files in there. And because of these files actually being there, people are able to actually read the original code and read the comments that the actual developers left here. And I just want to show this one on screen right now. I find it very funny how one of the developer comments is 0 equals all sex is in and 1 equals no sex, meaning that if you were to enable this hot coffee mod, you just change a 1 to a 0 and boom, now you have the sex mini game in San Andreas. I just find it very interesting because personally, whenever situations like this go down, what I like to do is go through the actual game files and read the developer comments, because like, I just love seeing it. Sometimes you see them swearing just in the files, being like, I don't know why the hell this works, but it does, don't touch it. So it's just very interesting to see that this whole entire situation regarding their original code being in the game files has basically caused them to vault the game from everyone's just inventory, you know, library, their consoles, whatever it is. Then again, as I said earlier, I have no clue if you can even play this and purchase this on consoles yet. And now, of course, I'm not going to make a video talking about how much I love looking at dev comments without showing one to you guys. guys. So on screen right now, you can see a dev comment that was noted on Twitter by a user named National Pepper, and it's just an interesting situation where a developer sat down and wrote, "Sweet is injured and falls to the floor. More flats turn up. Huge vortex opens up and spews forth beast from another dimension." And this is what I mean by I love seeing what developers put in the game code that isn't ever initiated in the game, and it's just there for developers' eyes only, because like you never see it unless stuff like this happens. You don't see it in the game. When you're playing it, there's no huge vortex that opens up and spews forth the beast from another dimension. It is literally either a developer stressing out about something and is writing down, like, I don't know why why the hell this works, but it does, so don't touch it, or stuff like this. It's just super interesting to me. I find it very fun to see. So I want to know in the comments down below, what do you think about the whole entire controversy regarding the GTA Definitive Edition, and will you ever purchase this? Personally, I'm not going to, just because, well, I have no interest in it. Maybe I'll play the original versions sometime in the future, but as of right now, especially with the fact that they just revoked it from everyone pretty much, I have no plans to play the Definitive Edition. I just wanted to share this information with you guys because I found it kind of funny, especially the video I showed at the beginning of this video, actually. So if you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing to support the content I create, and I will see you champs and champettes tomorrow with another video. Peace out.